Hi, I'm Ketsi. Welcome to my channel, Candid Crafter. In today's video, I used a few leftover project materials to create something new. It involved brown Posca pens, a wooden board, and a lot of time and effort. Disclaimer, the shots may be a bit jumpy because my head was in a lot of the scenes. But if you want to see the scenes without my head in the way, sit back, relax, and let the crafting commence. Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to use some art supplies that I have left over from a project that I did for my mom to create a new piece of art. So my mom wanted me to do some writings for her on wood boards using Posca pens. So I had some leftover boards, and of course the pens still have ink in them. The only thing is, the only colors I have are 2 shades of brown, gold, and black. And then I have a thin black, which doesn't count as an extra color, and another gold one because I had bought 2. So essentially I'm working with 4 colors. To make things a little easier on myself, I am going to allow myself to use a white gel pen if I need it, or white acrylic paint. And then to add another color, I know I'm cheating, I painted my wood block this tan color, which I thought would be great to use for like the sky and stuff. So the picture I'm using is a picture from my first camping trip with my family when we used to live in Virginia. I'll insert a picture. And what I did was I just edited it and turned it black and white so that I'm better able to see highlights, midtones, and all that, and to distinguish. So once I looked at that, I made myself a little cheat sheet color thingy. So I swatched out each of the colors. This is representative of the background color, and I just used a marker for that one. And I wrote down what I think I'm going to use each color for, and this is supposed to be for white, but you know, you can't color white on white, so this is what I think I'm going to use each color for. First thing I'm going to do is start off with the sketch, of course. Alright, so far I just have a general outline of the tree line, the water, and then where the bridge railing and the bottom are. I think I'll do the inside of the railing after I've worked on this top portion, just because that's probably going to be the most intricate part, and also that's the only part that I think I'm going to use black in, besides the trees. Being that this type of art was really new for me, I want to just emphasize how important it is to try out new things. I could have easily said, you know what, I've never done this before and I don't want to try it just in case I mess up. But instead, I decided to try it, and not only try it, but to film my efforts. And I think it's important to try new things in life because you never know what you'll be able to excel at. You never know, even if you don't excel at it, you never know if you'll like it or not. So I think this was a very valid lesson to me, to branch out from the mediums that I know and to experiment with other things. I've been using gouache for the past 1.5 years, and I haven't really ventured out beyond that medium. I've used colored pencils a couple of times here and there, and making this YouTube channel has really pushed me to explore a little bit more. So I bought some watercolors, which you saw if you saw my haul video, and I discovered that I'm really good at making tiny watercolor animals. Who would have knew? I never would have had I not branched out and bought watercolors. If you're watching this and there's something in your life that you may have wanted to try, or you tried out but you didn't really continue because you thought maybe you weren't great at it, give it another try. You never know. You could be the next expert at whatever it is you decide to retry or try out. So let this be an encouragement to you all. took forever. And it's a little streaky. So I'm thinking I might do a second coat once this dries. Just so I can be sure. And then I'm gonna go in with black and do the very, very dark spots. No. I'm pretty much done with the shadows for the trees. I think the next part that I work on is probably going to be this itty bitty section so far. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. And then tomorrow I'm going to finish the railing and the water. If you're wondering where the gold's going to be, the gold is going to be the highlights for the water. And that's the only thing that I'm going to use gold in, I think. Alright guys, it's the next day and I'm going to finish this up. I'm really nervous to finish it because I feel like I might mess that up. I think it looks good as it is, but I know it's incomplete. So I think I'm going to start with the water because it's the easier of the two sections that are left. So this type of water I'm doing is very exaggerated. It doesn't really look like the picture. I'm using a technique that I've used before. I have a magnet downstairs that I've used this technique. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. Alright, this is one of those customizable magnets where it's canvas on the top and you can paint it. And oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs. Alright. Phew. And this is the technique I'm going for the water. You can tell Alright, so I keep putting my head in the camera again. So I'm just going to speed this up and I'll be finished with it right about now. Alright, so now that I have these finished, I'm going to go in with the gold and finish coloring this area. And hopefully when it's finished, it looks amazing. Alright, so this is how the water turned out. So the last section is the section I have been dreading because it's a lot of straight lines. Alright guys, so I want to take this time to say thank you to all my lovely subscribers. I have 6 in total, and it really makes me happy. A good portion of them are family and friends, and I really appreciate that they take the time out of their day to watch my videos after putting up with me in real life. I also want to thank all the people who commented on my videos. There's been, I believe, 2 or 3 people who commented, and I really appreciate it. It really makes my day getting comments. I literally smile ear to ear for at least 30 minutes after replying. Alright guys, this is the final product. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm not sure how I feel about the water behind this section right here. I think I may have made those light brown sections a little too big, but other than that, I think it looks really nice. I really like it. This brings back a lot of memories of that first camping trip with my family, and it gives me a warm fuzzy feeling inside, so I really like this one. So that's all for today's video. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know whether or not you think I pulled it off, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. And with that, you never have to be the best, you just try your best, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I'm not even sure. Oh, I dropped the top. I dropped the top. Where'd it go? Oh.